Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 5 of Build with Basics. This is the week that we are going to put everything together because the last month you have been building your business one step at a time. You've worked on your mindset, you've learned how to book parties, you've chosen the type of party that you want to personally host, you've selected your products you're going to talk about, and you have been working on writing and refining your Norwex story. You've learned how to invite guests and to coach a host. So this week, everything is going to come together because by the end of today's training, I want you to have a clear roadmap for your party. Not because I want you to memorize a script, but because I want you to stop wondering, what do I say next? When you have a plan, you can relax, you can be yourself, and focus on helping people instead of trying to remember what comes next. So let's build your party together. Now, step 1 is going to be your welcome. Every single party starts with a simple welcome. You thank your host, you thank everyone for coming, and you tell them what they can expect. One of my favorite icebreakers is using the Norwex toilet brush as a microphone while everyone introduces themselves. It's completely unexpected and it gets people laughing, and it gives you an opportunity to introduce another product right away. Your welcome can be as simple as, "Thank you so much for being here. Tonight, I'm excited to share some products that have made cleaning simpler and safer in my home. We're going to have a little fun. I'm going to answer questions along the way, and I'll help you find solutions that will fit your home." That's all you need. That's it. Nice and simple. Now, step 2 is organizing those products. You're going to decide the order that you are going to present your products. My favorite way is to organize them room by room because it creates a natural flow. I always start in the bathroom and then I move into the laundry room, and next comes the kitchen. Finally, I always finish with the mop because that is a great booking seed and actually a recruiting seed. So guests can easily picture themselves using the products because you're taking them on a home tour instead of jumping randomly from product to product. A big tip I have is arrange your products in the order you're going to talk about them before your party begins. It is one of the simplest ways to keep and stay organized, and it keeps your presentation moving smoothly. Now, step 3, use those share cards. Pull out those Norwex share cards and read them. These aren't meant to become your script. They're simply your guide. They remind you of the important benefits, the demonstrations, and the transitions for each product. And instead of trying to memorize everything, highlight the pieces you want to mention and make a few notes. And the more you use your share cards, the more comfortable you'll become talking naturally about your products. And you can even read these cards right during your presentation. Now, step 4 is to weave in your story. Last week, we refined your Norwex story, and now it's time to decide where it fits in naturally. Instead of sharing it all at once, you want to sprinkle it through your presentation. Maybe you briefly explain why you joined during your introduction, and when you're demonstrating the EnviroCloth and the window cloth, mention why reducing chemicals became important in your home. When you're talking about the PowerZyme, share how it simplified your laundry for your family. Your story should not interrupt your party. It should support it. In those personal moments, we help people connect with you. Those personal moments, let me rephrase that, are helping people connect more with you. Step 5 is getting your guests involved. The best parties feel like conversations. You want to ask questions, invite people to participate, let them touch the microfiber, ask them what cleaning job they dislike the most. Have them guess what a product does before you demonstrate it. People are going to remember experiences more than presentations, and the more involved your guests are, the more enjoyable your party becomes. Step 6 is to plant those booking seeds. As your party unfolds, begin naturally messaging hosting. It doesn't have to be its own section. Simply drop in comments through your presentation like, "Hosts love earning this product for free," or "One of my favorite parts of this business is helping my hosts earn products they already wanted." Those small comments help guests begin thinking about hosting long before you ask. And step 7 is to plant an opportunity seed. The same applies to the business opportunity. You don't need a recruiting presentation. You simply let people know another option exists. Share your own experience. Maybe you joined for the discount. Maybe it was for extra income. Maybe it was because you fell in love with the products. For me, Norwex became so much more than I ever expected. Share that with them. And here's something fun. My very first party that was outside my own, I recruited a new consultant, and not because I asked her. She asked me. That experience taught me always be prepared, because you never know who's listening. Now, step 8, orders and that closing. When you are finished with your demonstrations, simply transition into helping guests decide where to begin, rather than asking, what do you want to buy? Try asking, I'd love to help you choose what products that make the biggest difference in your home. And after that, thank your host. Review the monthly specials, remind everyone about the host rewards, and answer any questions. Stay for the conversations that happen afterwards. Those one-on-one moments often lead to your next customer, your next host, or your next teammate. I like to find a space that's a little bit away from the guests and set up my checkout station. No matter what each person says during this checkout, no matter if they've said no to hosting already, ask them again, because you never know what may make them change their mind. I like to ask, how is your list coming? Do you need any suggestions? Did you find everything? My second question is, have you ever considered doing anything like this? Because this is a great side gig. And my third is, hosting is such a great way to get everything on your wish list, and it will help your friend maximize her rewards. Is that something you'd consider? Now, you may notice that I asked the opportunity question before the hosting, and this is because hosting is less of a commitment than starting a business. So if people say no to the opportunity, they may be more inclined to say yes to something more simple. Now, as we wrap up, your homework this week is to finish your party outline and expand it into your complete script. As you write it, include where you're naturally going to share your story, mention hosting, and briefly introduce the Norwex opportunity. Then practice it. Your weekly challenge is to record yourself presenting your complete party from beginning to end. Don't worry about making it perfect. Every practice makes the next presentation feel more natural. And next week, we'll talk about what happens after the party, following up, creating those loyal customers, earning repeat businesses, and building those long-term consistency relationships in your business. Now, before you go, your secret word for this week's training is flow. Be sure to message me that word so I know you completed this week's training, and I will see you in the chat.